We are two NPCs in the world of animation and gaming talking about the chaos of the industry. Whether you're here for the pixels, the drama, or just along for the ride, welcome to Pixelated 8. Let's press start.
So, gaming industry, eh?
How long has it been?
Yeah,
It's like a super long hiatus.
super long. Yeah, I
And
think
I don't know.
October, so
Yeah, it's like the world changed,
the world changed,
the industry
tariffs happened, the
changed,
industry, everybody got fired.
stuff closing
Ugh,
down.
yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty crazy right now.
it's really bad Christmas time. Yeah, like honestly, it's been really bad. It's still bad actually. Um,
I don't know if
yeah,
there's like a I don't want to just dwell on the
yeah,
negativity so much, but these days it's like you turn on the news and it's just
yeah,
news, right?
exactly.
Uh yeah, it's tough.
Yeah. It's funny, we've been talking about side hustles, and side hustles work if you have a secure job.
Yeah.
If you have like a job that you can rely on for most of your income.
Mm.
But a side hustle fails if that income no longer exists.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the problem.
I mean, I've seen a lot of
Hmm.
videos of people who's like, oh, you need to set up multiple then. Like if you're
Yeah,
relying on side hustles, you need to set up like multiple remote income streams.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but that also takes a lot of time to
A
set
lot
up.
of time, yeah.
Yeah. And not to mention like again, we're talking about this whole global change,
Hmm.
global economy being kind of down. So it's like us being in the entertainment field is it's like extra
It's
hard,
yeah,
right? So anything we do, probably even with side jobs, is more related to the entertainment side.
it's true actually.
So it's like, oh, if you're relying on people to buy things from
Hmm.
you, you're relying people to commission stuff. That's all like, if someone has the leisure
Yeah,
money to do it,
yeah,
to pay you,
exactly.
right? So yeah.
But the time commitment is a big one. I 100% agree with you.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Especially with you can see it. Everyone's wanting
yeah.
to do the 5 days a week in the office now. Honestly, it's like a pet peeve.
I've gone on this rant before. It's like the failure of upper management
Yeah.
get it dumped on the developers or the artists
Yep.
or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It's one of the worst things in any industry I find.
Yeah.
I mean the even like the government stuff,
Yeah.
they're doing 5 days a week too,
Yep.
and it's like why are we wasting our tax money for people to stay in the office
Mm.
if they can work from home?
Yeah.
Why keep that building fully operational when you can have, if this job doesn't require it, what's the need for it,
But that's the problem. I've
Yeah,
talked to multiple people, and they're like some of them are like, oh yeah, you need that because people aren't working at home. So
yeah,
again, it's the trust issue
yeah,
and people thinking that they need to keep a 24/7 eye on you. So you work.
exactly.
It's like,
Yeah,
hey, you're the cows and horses of
yeah,
of our farm.
the
So keep
past, yeah,
working, keep
exactly.
working, more work. And
So I was gonna add a really dark analogy to that, and then when they're done with you, they take you out to the pasture and
yeah.
they don't need you anymore.
I mean, honestly, this is not like
Yeah,
oh, sorry, that analogy actually came
it's
from
sad, man.
came from Chinese sayings. That's
Oh,
that's the joke they're making
oh
right now. It's
no,
like, oh, we're the horses and cows, right?
wow,
And it sucks because like there's just so much trust, but like
yeah,
when you talk about accountability, it's just so hard for us
yeah,
devs to actually even see anyone in upper echelon taking responsibility,
oh,
right?
100%,
Because if
100%.
something fails, they're
Yep.
like, oh, yeah, okay, we should all do this and this and this, and you
Yeah.
have giant meetings and stuff. But yeah,
Well, and also I think we've talked about this too. One other reason they kind of push for these kind of 5 days a week thing
hmm,
is they need people to quit because they can't pay them severance.
yeah,
So that's another dirty way of getting people to quit, especially legacy people. So this way you can replace them with the juniors who are hungry. And I feel bad for the juniors because then they'll be working 90 hours a week without
Mm-hmm.
getting overpaid
Uh-huh.
because they can get away with that, right?
Yeah.
Because they have
Oh, like
yeah,
the juniors, well, because they're fresh into the field and
yeah,
it's like kind of,
they need to
I
prove
guess for
themselves.
them, they're
Yeah,
like, oh, it's my dream job.
yeah,
So you see them like
exactly.
coming in 5 days a week anyway.
Hmm.
I guess they're preferred if that's the case. But that's the thing, it's productivity wise. Again, it's one of those things where you need to prove it. You need to have proper statistics to actually even say your claim.
Yeah,
Like, oh, do they actually work better? Like, why are we still having video meetings in the
yeah,
office then? Like,
exactly.
so
Yeah,
many.
why? What's the if everybody's in the office? Why are we still doing? You're 100% right. Zoom calls. Why?
Yeah. But like,
Oh,
here's the thing, right? I find that like Zoom calls, Teams calls, like
yeah.
a lot of those, there is a use for it. Like,
Hmm.
for example, if you're demonstrating something and taking like the screen share stuff, it's actually it's a more useful tool to do than everyone being in a meeting room.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Doing reviews, I remember those days like in the other studios where
yeah.
everyone's just in a room like
Hmm.
going through everything and they're like having trouble setting up the stuff, or like if you're trying to talk about your problem,
Yeah,
you can't show your screen because there's only one screen and you have to set up to show
yeah,
it. It's like now with these things it's easier.
yeah.
You can just control and show everyone your screen,
Exactly.
which is way easier. So like there's plus to that.
Yeah, yeah. And I'll be honest. I'm the type of person who has no problem, who doesn't mind 2 days, 3 days, 5 days. I just don't like when it's like you have no choice.
Mm.
You
Well,
see,
because then
yeah,
the questions come in, right?
yeah,
What if you're sick? What if you're sick but good enough to work?
yeah.
Do you take a sick day or do you take a
Exactly, exactly.
do you say you're remote?
Yeah,
And then the other thing is like, oh, it's like
yeah.
we have extreme weather right now.
Hmm.
I just read on the news that uh, Ontario is going to be the coldest uh, place on Earth
Yeah,
this weekend
yeah,
because we're having extreme weather. So it's like, yeah, what if is that extreme weather?
yeah.
Do you go or do you not? Just because you have to go.
And that's it. It's like if I have a dentist appointment,
Yeah.
I can go in the morning, 1 hour, come back,
Mm.
and I'm back at work within 1 hour.
Yep.
But now with mandatory going to forced to the office, you essentially have to take a full day off or half a day off.
Mm.
It's such a waste of time. And
Yep.
work from home, I find it so much more productive
Yeah.
because that's the other thing. I'll be honest. There's a level of protest in a lot of people
Yeah.
where if they're forced to do something,
Yeah.
they will stretch it out
Oh, of course.
because they're
People don't
protesting,
like that. Yeah.
you know. And that's I have noticed that the minute people go back physically to work,
Mm.
they'll start doing that. They'll
Yeah.
start like taking longer. Unfortunately, you and me, we have this. I don't know why we have this ingrained. We have to give 110%. Even if we get burned, we're like 110%. It's like
Yeah.
no. It's like we're obsessive about that.
I think that's
You know?
that's the problem, right?
Yeah.
Again, it goes back to the trust issue as well.
Yeah.
It's like around me, at least, the people I've talked to are not the type of people who's like, oh, if I'm work from home, I'm barely working. But
Yeah.
for some reason, like some people, when I talk to them ingrained in their heads, they're like, yeah, people aren't working when they're working from home. And I'm like, what makes you that
Yeah.
like what gives you that
Well,
impression?
yeah.
Maybe you've seen one or
Exactly.
two, but like
Yeah.
at least all the people I've seen have is not like that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do say that there's more productivity at home. Even if they work less, they
Yeah.
get stuff done faster, right?
Exactly.
So it's goes back to the prove it, like
Yes.
statistics. Prove it, prove how much of your task
know?
completion is, right? Because
Yeah.
everyone in our industry is given deadlines, right?
Yes.
So it's not even about like, oh, you put them in the office, you just keep an eye on them and they'll do their work. No, but you have deadlines. If everyone's making their deadlines, what's the problem? Like, what's the
Exactly.
problem?
I've seen people that will drop their kids off, log on to work at 10,
Mm.
then have to go pick up the kids at 3, let's say.
Yeah.
But then they're working, they come back and they work till like 8 p.m.
Yeah.
They're going over the time that they have missed.
Yeah.
And that to me is like, that's the power of work from home.
Yeah, I think I
You know?
feel the same way.
Yeah,
Like a lot of people I talk to are hardworking like that. I see
yeah,
them replying stuff at like 10 p.m.
yeah,
So you tell me, like, how is it? Oh yeah, people are like barely working when they
exactly.
work from home. No, that's ridiculous. Then why would there be people, so many people replying at 10 p.m. doing
Yeah,
work, right?
exactly.
It's like something you can't explain. You're just kind of basically forcing your old perception
Yeah.
of like, oh, work from home will never work back into this new era. It's like
That
you can't go back.
exactly. That's why I really believe there's a more malicious aspect to it, which is
Hmm,
to make people quit.
probably.
Make people quit so you can hire the new hungry people
Hmm.
and you can abuse those hungry people, unfortunately. That's the truth. Honestly. I mean when I started in the industry, I was working 9 to 8.
Hmm,
They didn't give me overtime, they gave me dinner.
hmm,
So nice of them. After 6, they're supposed to give you
hmm.
overtime pay,
Yep, they
but
don't.
they're like, no, we're going to give you dinner instead.
Yeah, and
And
a lot of kids
yeah,
are happy about that. I
I was
remember.
happy. Yeah. I still remember after 3 paychecks, I
Mm,
could finally afford a $200 jacket. I was like, yay, I can buy something now. And
mm.
that's the saddest thing ever.
Yeah,
If I had gotten overtime pay properly, I
yeah,
could have bought it within a month instead of waiting 3 months.
yeah,
You know?
yeah,
Yeah. This abusive relationship that comes with the art industry is really bad, I
yeah,
find,
yeah,
because we come in with passion because we joined this industry for passion, and they abuse that passion, which is
yeah,
kind of sad, actually.
exactly.
And going back to our like side hustle conversation, I think it's coming to the realization that, like you said, you need multiple things you need to just invest your time in,
Mm-hmm.
and this way, what you end up happening is you do your 9 to 5,
Yep.
and then at 5 p.m. you stop and you
Yep.
focus on the stuff that you want to do on the side. And that's the key to this,
Yep.
because I've realized going past 5, when these companies are so ungrateful for the amount of effort and time you put in,
Yeah.
they don't care for any rewards, they don't care about anything.
Yeah.
They rather burn you or rather have you quit
Yep.
than actually help you, which is kind of sad, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, honestly, a lot of places aren't that good in even helping you with career development.
No, no.
Yeah.
Like I remember a few times where I wanted to. This is when I first started.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted to get into animation, kind of idea,
Yep.
right? Uh,
Same with me.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And I talked to the animation director. I talked to the animators, and they would not even give me a chance
Yeah.
because I was already categorized in a more technical role.
Mm.
Essentially, the studio felt that losing someone from a technical role would not be good for the greater good.
Or they like to
Yeah,
pigeonhole you.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the reality was once you put them in a technical role, it also felt like I'm having this situation now actually,
Mm.
where my experience is huge, vast.
Mm-hmm.
Same with yours. We have almost exactly the same experience.
Mm.
And from film, television, video games, you name it, from every department imaginable, from
Mm.
modeling to rigging to VFX, you name it.
Mm.
The only thing I didn't do is lighting, but layout, cameras, right? I'm just going
Yeah.
to throw that in there too. And what I find is every time I discuss things, every time I bring up these examples, it's almost like talking to people with a glossy eyes.
Mm.
They're not interested because your role is a technical role. They don't want to hear artistic opinions from you, which is so surreal to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you hired me for the wealth of information I'm going to bring in because this was my interview process, right? You interviewed me to discuss these things.
Yeah.
And now you're not interested in any of this?
Yeah.
And that's when I started realizing that's what the industry is built on. They need you to be pigeonholed, and
Yeah.
that's the end of that conversation, kind of
Well,
idea.
that's the thing, is like, why else
Yeah.
do you need all these artistic people when you're not willing to take other people's ideas and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And honestly, like, I feel like a lot of games fall short when it's like that. Like if
Yeah.
you have a game that your the whole companies or studio is being worked at on
Yeah.
is working on, sorry, and even the workers don't like the game,
Yeah.
that's a huge issue,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
if you're the
Yeah.
studio, you should actually have some kind of anonymous input,
Yes.
anonymous or non-anonymous, actually,
Yeah.
to for people to tell them that it's like, hey, what you're doing in this game is not good,
100%.
right?
Give
It's like
feedback, update, you name it. Yeah.
and I've seen this so much, and it's like if your workers don't even like the product, how are you going to expect the other people to like
Yeah.
your product, right?
Exactly.
And then also being so hush hush about it, or like, oh, you can't criticize because like otherwise you're in fear of being fired.
Yeah. That's the other key thing. You can't criticize anybody.
Yeah.
It's true. I still remember, again, this was a canceled project. I won't get into the details of it because of NDAs and stuff.
Yeah.
But I remember they were talking about it's a single protagonist. They are going to do the following tasks. And at the time, games like Last of Us 2 had come out. Games like God of War 2,
Yeah.
right? And both those games had something very clever, I noticed. They introduced a secondary protagonist that you can play as.
Ah, okay.
I was like, oh, that's actually awesome. I remember I suggested that idea that maybe like halfway through, the protagonist you're following dies and you continue with a new protagonist with slightly different game mechanics. This way, changing up the feel of the game, but the storyline continues.
Yep.
You know? And I still remember that conversation. It's like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. Essentially, go back to your lane.
Yep.
And I'm just like, you're not following the trends of what gamers are looking for. So how can you develop this idea?
Yeah.
You know, when it's like an idea from the 90s or the 80s.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You gotta think outside the box a little bit, change up a little bit. And it can still be cliches. It can still be like a classical mechanics or whatever you want to say, or gameplay, but you can't dismiss what the gamers are playing or what they're interested in.
Yeah.
You know,
I think that's the problem, right? If you can't even basically it goes like this: if you can't even take criticism for your own coworkers,
yeah,
who's making this game for you,
yeah,
then of course a lot of these people are going ballistic over the fan base or the players' comments.
Yeah.
And then and then you go out and cry about why are we getting so much hate?
Yeah. Well, that's my favorite part.
That's like
then the upper managements blame the developers.
Yeah, and then no, but then they go like, oh, it's toxic. Oh yeah, it's the toxic fandom, blah blah blah. And
they blame the gamers.
This happens
you're right.
in movies. This happens in games, and it's like, no, you just make something shitty. Ultimately, you are going to be judged,
of course,
by your consumers.
Yeah.
So if you can't have a glass heart and be like, oh no, you hurt my feelings, right?
Exactly.
If they think it sucks, well, maybe in some aspect it does suck.
Absolutely.
Right?
Like, I'll give a good example. Actually, this was a conversation on like social media I had. I criticized the new Superman movie.
Yeah.
I said it wasn't as good as James Gunn's Guardians of the Galaxy. Especially Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. I thought they were like top-notch character stories.
Yeah.
I felt Guardians 3 and Superman was more jokey than story.
It
like
needed to. Right?
It could have used less jokes and more story-driven moments, in my opinion, and a tighter storyline. But I saw that people were like, how can you judge this movie based on the other movies? I'm like, of course I'm going to judge it based on the other movies. It's like the same director made these other movies. I have a standard from this director that this is the bar he set. So therefore, I expect the same bar or better the next time I watch this property. You know, a product. And that same thing goes with whether it's video games, movies.
Of course.
You know,
I mean, it's like
I see the title. Hey, it's a
Yeah,
Nolan movie.
exactly.
You kind of have an
Exactly.
expectation there, right?
100%.
Like same with like
Yeah.
Avatar.
Yeah.
It's a Cameron movie.
You expect a certain story point.
You're
And
not
yeah,
expecting like a
yeah.
B story, right? You're not
Exactly,
expecting like a
exactly.
B movie.
No, it's true. It's like Fast and Furious. When I go in, I know what I'm expecting. Stupid cars jumping off buildings. Physics don't exist. But I'm expecting that.
Yeah.
You know?
Again, it's like the actually, you know what? Even like social media these days, I just find it healthier for people to stay off of it because
Yeah.
of it's just everyone has a glass heart. You can't criticize anything.
Yeah.
Everything is wrong. Or if you don't like A, that means you like B. Or if you
Yeah.
if you hate B, that means you don't like A. So
Yeah.
for some, it's like these random assumptions that people just kind of stick on you.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, now you're this hashtag. That hashtag is like, what hashtag?
Yeah. Well, critical thinking, no,
That's the
like,
problem.
no one's willing to discuss things anymore. It's like a
Yeah.
definite truths.
Hmm.
This is your truth, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's kind of sad, actually.
Yeah. Ugh.
Well,
Yeah.
we can kind of talk some of the updates we're hoping to do with our podcast, as well as because it's connected to YouTube. We're hoping to start doing some tutorials of some of the wisdom that we have from how we're working, from like Blender tutorials to 3D printing tutorials,
Or
all-
even just, I think,
yeah,
I'm looking at as trying things
yeah,
outside the box.
absolutely. Get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like we're on the computer a little bit too much these
Yeah.
days. Being artistic, we should be trying stuff. So it's
Absolutely.
like
Lego
we should have
building.
more,
Put it on there, yeah.
like
yeah.
more of the other hobbies that are
Yeah.
kind of nice to do.
Actually, that's a very important thing, actually, to get into a hobby that gets you away from the screen, which would be kind of good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I like baking, although like I'm not that great of a
Yeah.
baker. I experiment a lot,
Yeah,
and but it's like one of those things that gets you away from your computer for like a few hours, and
yeah,
you get something to eat.
yeah, absolutely. Well, I was debating. Let me know what you think. So, just so the audience knows, I've modeled in Blender a little bit of a crystal-looking thing, which I'm hoping to make a candle out of. But yeah, so the crystal thing. One thing I did in November, I did get a 3D printer, and I'll be honest, I'm very happy that I got one. It's maybe it was in November. It was earlier than it was Black Friday, actually. It's you don't realize how much you can do with it.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like there's so many practical applications with stuff. Like sometimes you just want something and you're like, oh, I could just print it. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But then you also have to get used to the idea of, oh, I can actually make this myself kind of
Yes, 100%.
thing. Yeah.
Like my brain doesn't think about it. And don't get me wrong, people have made so many models, so many useful things.
Yeah.
You know, when you think about it, you're like, oh shit, yeah, that would be very useful.
Yeah.
And you just print it. Yeah. And I did the calculation. I asked AI to do the calculation. I'm like, is it more cost effective to 3D print something with electricity use, having a fan on, all this stuff, filament, and in a lot of cases, it is worth just 3D printing something.
Oh, okay.
Now, if it's something large that's taking you like 48 hours, then you got to think about it a little bit, because how much
Okay.
electricity, the heating of the chamber, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But you do need ventilation. I think a lot of people don't realize there's a lot of plastic chemicals.
Yeah, burning
you know?
burning plastic is
Exactly.
it's always a
Yeah.
pretty toxic thing. And I think a lot of people don't realize that's the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to make sure some kind of ventilation is there. And there's studies now. It's always sad because when the studies come out, people kind of like, oh no, I've been doing for years. It's like, sure,
Yeah, but you don't know the repercussions.
but now you know.
Yeah.
You
It's
know. Yeah.
I think well, this is the case with human beings, right? A lot of them is
Yeah.
like, oh, this is good and convenient, and then afterwards it's like the studies come, oh no, this kills you.
Exactly. But yeah, the studies on the 3D printing plastics and all that kind of stuff.
So
Some people have them beside their beds.
wow.
I was like, no, man, no.
No, there's so many little things that you don't know these days that it's like, yeah, if it's toxic, it could actually kill you and you wouldn't even notice, right?
Yeah.
I mean, even simple as the humidifier, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you use one. I use one in the winter because it's like super dry.
Yeah.
And they always talk about using distilled water, but
Yes.
not a lot of people just kind of use tap water, right?
Yeah.
And the one thing with problem with using tap water is the minerals in the tap water. What the humidifier does is when it mixes it into mist, the minerals come out as white particle dust
Yeah.
that comes out as well. So a lot of people, after you run it for a while, you find that on the desk that you
Yeah.
have your humidifier, or like in the surface of your humidifier, you actually find this white dust. And
Oh,
so
I didn't even know that.
yeah, so this is one thing.
Yeah.
It will cause respiratory issues because it's like a small fine dust.
Yeah.
And I actually happen to also have an air purifier running in my room, right? And I did notice after 1 or 2 months, the whole thing, the back of it, it's like white dust, fine dust.
Yeah.
And the problem is, so that's the why all of them say you should use distilled water, and if not, you should get like some kind of mineral filter to
Yes.
put it in. But it's like, again,
Well, a lot of them have filters, and you should definitely replace them.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think no, but like
Yeah.
there's some that doesn't though.
Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Interesting.
Not all of them has it. Like the one I have to
Yeah.
separately buy the filters, which is
Oh,
called like the
interesting.
demineralizing.
Yeah.
Demineralizing. It helps, but it doesn't take all of it away, but it helps a lot.
Okay.
But that's the
okay.
thing, it's like if I have it running beside my bed table
Yeah.
every night, I don't know how many particles I'm inhaling.
No, it's
It's
true.
actually
That's
really
true.
bad for me.
Yeah. It actually can cause. Actually, I noticed.
Asthma and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
asthma. A family member.
Yep.
I think they used to run a humidifier in their bedroom a lot.
Yeah.
But they had those wallpaper,
Yeah.
and I noticed on the tops of the wallpaper it was coming off.
Yep.
And once I peeled it a little because it has glue.
Yep.
So that glue goes in the air. Then you have potential mold issues.
Yes.
So this is where humidifier, there's 2 levels of you want to make sure it's filtered properly.
Yeah.
You also want to make sure the level of humidity is not too much in your room.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other key thing too.
Yeah, I actually bought there are those little things like thermometers, but they
Yeah.
actually test humidity.
Yes.
I think the good range for
And they're cheap.
human is like, it's cheap.
Yeah.
Actually, I bought it. It's like a 2-pack, and then
Yeah.
just have it at 2 different places. I think they were saying how like humanly comfortable is usually around the 40 mark, 40, 50. You shouldn't go over 55,
Yeah.
and you shouldn't go lower than like 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally agree. Like I think I briefly mentioned 3D printing. So I used to be sculpting.
Mm.
I did a lot of sculpting when I was in school.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get back into it.
Oh, I remember those days.
Yeah.
The Sculpey days.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I think the only thing I didn't like was that you can get very into it, but then like after that, the Sculpey's in your skin, and you can't wash it off.
Yeah.
I just don't like. You can wash so many times and it's still
Yeah.
there. It feels like it's still there too.
Yeah.
But Sculpey is fun actually.
It is fun. Like I used to do with plasticine. Now they make a material called Castellan. I think it's pronounced something like that.
Okay.
It's like plasticine, but it gets hard when you
Mm.
leave it there.
Ah, I remember because like when we were younger, there's still all those like kids commercial of like toys and stuff. There was what's it called? The one that air dries. Like you take
Yes.
it out, and it's like foam, and then you shape it, and then it just air dries. I forgot what that one's called.
Which is kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, that one.
yeah.
That one like
And then you can
looks
paint
like
right
so
away,
much fun.
right?
Yeah. I just don't remember that one. Like it's very very light. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a foam. Yeah, I think for me, like I want to get back into really high detail sculpting as well,
Yeah.
and then actually get it cast in like bronze or something.
Ooh.
I've gotten one of my pieces in bronze. I had another one.
Yeah.
It was like Hercules fighting the lion. I spent so much time on the lion. It was so good. It looked really good. I swear. Like I used to be an artist.
I mean, all
Yeah.
like there, of course, there's always like projects that like
Mhm.
you put so much effort in, but like
Yeah.
it's good. Like there are ones.
But the mistake I made was the armature.
Uh-huh.
So then while I was transporting it,
No.
it fell apart
Oh shit.
because the legs were a little too weak
Yeah.
on Hercules,
Ah.
and his legs gave away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I made one. It's still in my shelf
Mm.
right now, sitting on
Yeah.
my shelf. I think it's pretty good. But like I know I could kind of see the cracks in there. Like
Yeah.
if I move it too much, it'll probably fall apart.
Yeah.
Cause the one I did, it's it was like a character design project from school.
Mhm.
I did one that was like suspended in midair, like with
That's
like
cool.
a the wire connecting to it. But yeah, it's like super fragile. If it falls, it will come apart.
Ah.
But I remember those days like in school when you actually get into it. There's like so many tools that you can use and stuff. And I remember always going to like the art shops and you're just
Mhm.
like looking at the stuff and you kind of want everything, but it's like you have no money.
Yeah.
You can't buy everything.
It's true. Actually, today going to the art shop,
Yeah.
I think we bought some material for like silicone casts
Yeah.
and all that stuff because we're going to try to do some candle making. And it's funny because it was expensive. Like it cost me around 100, 140, right?
Yeah.
But then you're right. As a student, I would have been like, I can buy like one thing for like
Yeah.
$20.
Exactly. Yeah. Like
No, yeah.
I'm just looking at all those like wooden tools for the sculpting things.
Yeah.
I remember there's like so many different ones, and it's like,
Yes.
I want this one, I want that one, I want that one. But it's like, no,
Yeah.
you can only have two. Okay, pick two that you
Yeah,
can use.
Exactly. It's sad because I got so many of those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just need to get back into it properly.
Right. Yeah. The disposable income. I mean, for me actually, because I used to draw a lot, and like
Yeah.
I guess was really into this whole Copic thing, and I bought so many. Like I bought so many because like Copics is also like one of those things you'll never have enough. Like you
Yeah,
always
yeah.
want the new colors.
Yeah.
And yeah, I have a whole bunch of them. I don't even know if they're dried yet or not.
Oh.
But it's like, oh damn, I have those. But like when you're younger and you don't have disposable income, you're just like looking at it, it's like, oh, I can't buy that much. I can only get like 2 or 3 because it's like four something for one.
Yeah.
So expensive. Yeah, art is an expensive hobby.
It is expensive, and I'll be completely honest. One of the reasons I kind of stopped was also I became really discouraged because I saw like there's so many people who already do it. Then now I realized I should have just continued, not because
You're trying to compete.
Correct. It's because of just for myself.
Yeah, like keep your sanity in this industry.
Exactly.
Also,
yeah,
keep your passion alive.
Exactly. I find that our schooling, our industry is built on the idea to compete.
Yeah.
And I think when you have your own self projects, there's no need to compete.
Yeah.
You know, because you're competing against yourself to make yourself better. And I think that's very important for these kind of self development hobbies.
Yeah.
Just do it for fun. Do it for yourself. You know?
I mean, even if it fails, it's like fine.
Yeah.
You'll have a laugh. Because
exactly.
It's a weird phenomenon. I think it's because nowadays we go to work, come back.
Yeah.
And it's always like you feel like you're drained and you have a lack of time.
Yeah.
But when I think back to my student days, sometimes I don't even have that much time. Like I don't have as much free time because you have school. Yes, school ends earlier, but you have homework.
Yeah.
And you still have to do them. But on the side, I was able to do all these passion projects, which actually kept me going. Have you done any passion projects?
Like just for myself? Yeah.
Yeah.
I find once I get into those passion projects, I get into that zone.
Yeah.
And I just once you're in that zone, you don't realize how much time has gone.
Yeah, and looking back in it, it was kind of amazing how like I made time for it. I think one thing I remember that was actually more recent. It was when I just started working, and then I got into some fandom.
Yeah.
And there was like a lot of friends on the forums there, because before they
Mhm.
still use forums, and like people were writing like fanfics and stuff, and I was like doing fan art and drawing stuff. And I remember myself actually taking time out, and the passion project was like I drew a pretty much, I think it's around a 70-80 page
Mhm.
like manga kind of.
Oh, that's kind of cool, actually.
I actually spent that
Yeah.
much time doing it. But then right now looking back at it, I'm like, how did I find time to do all that? Like
Yeah.
it was so much work. It's like the just like the draft, and then you
Mhm.
have to do line art, and then you
Yeah.
have to do shading. I'm like, how did how did I even manage to do all that? Like that was crazy back then, when I thought there's no time.
Yeah.
And like even in school there was like remember anime conventions.
Mhm.
It's like some of the friends got into cosplay,
Yeah.
and they would be working on their costume like half a year before
Mhm.
to just go to that one convention, just wear it there.
That's awesome.
And
Yeah.
there's so much like time spent on it.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, doing again like same thing, doing resin to make their weapons,
Mhm.
and sewing.
You know, shoemaking, for example, my dad was very into that.
Yeah.
So you need to use like TPU plastics and stuff like
Mhm.
that for the soles and stuff like that. It never occurred to me those are the same kind of plastics, those soft foam plastics you would make weapons out of, shields out of, swords
Yeah.
out of, And because I was searching to buy some,
Yeah.
there were so many options now because
Oh.
cosplay has become such a big thing now.
Yeah.
That, but back in the day, you had to go to a specialist store
Yep.
just to buy this specific plastics,
Yeah.
or these specific TPU
I mean,
stuff.
I was amazed
Yeah.
today, and in the shop that we went to, there's
Sculpting
like
shop, sculpting shop.
the
Yeah.
sculpting shop. There were
Yeah.
so many things, like
Yeah.
different hardness of like the plastics and the sculpt,
Yeah.
like the materials. I'm like, oh wow.
I would say how much? At least 50 different types of silicones. I had
Yeah.
no idea so many existed.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like pretty amazing. And then I
Yeah.
feel like once people get into it, they actually know the difference between all of them
Mhm.
and know which one to choose.
Yeah.
Like that's really, really amazing. Like
Yeah.
just like how the people who cosplay, they understand like ins and outs of sewing, and like
Mhm.
how to use a sewing machine, like what kind of stitches to do, like,
Yeah.
to achieve a certain look. It's pretty amazing. It's all self-taught too, and like at the time it's like we weren't even adults.
Mhm.
Like,
That's true.
before 18, doing all this stuff.
Well, back when I was doing sculpting,
Yeah.
to get any form of research or research paper,
Mm,
any research material,
yeah.
you went to the library, you found the
Mhm.
books, you made photocopies of so lions, for example, I made like 100 photocopies of different books
Oh
with
wow.
different like how the paw looks,
Yeah.
up, down, left, right, you name it. Any books I could find, I made a photocopy of those images.
Yep.
Then you brought all your reference pictures and then you sketched it out. Then now you can do it instantly on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
You can even have a look at some reference 3D models and museum websites,
Yeah.
which they have 3D scan the models.
Yep.
I mean, sculptures that already exist.
Yeah.
You can use that as references now. It's really amazing the amount of research you have now.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing though. I do find because of so much data, you could argue that it becomes a bit overwhelming. That's something for me that's happened. I find that it's like I've had a painting that I've been meaning to do for like 3 years.
Me too.
And the canvas is ready. I haven't done the sketch on the canvas.
Mhm.
I just need to do the paint work.
I
this
haven't
is-
a finished one as well.
Yeah, but this is the sad part because I think I'm so over bombarded with information
Mm-hmm.
that I get nervous of where to start.
Yeah.
What I kind of deep down I know, I take the tube, put the paint out,
Mm-hmm.
mix it with a little water, and that's it. Start. Go ahead.
Yeah. But sometimes you're just thinking about, oh, I have to clean up after.
Yes.
Oh, there's like so many buckets I need. Oh, I need to mix so many colors.
Exactly.
And in your head, you're already kind of like passing it off. as,
Finding
like,
excuses.
yeah,
Yeah.
finding excuses, like saying it's troublesome and all that stuff.
Yeah. So that's the hardest thing I find, how to get rid of that rut. Like,
Yeah.
you're right. Once you get into the zone, then it's amazing because just recently, the 3D printer, I had to model something that I wanted to 3D print.
Yeah.
Now, I knew I had to model it. I needed the right measurements. So I got into it. Before I knew it, it was like, I started like 6 p.m. It's like 1 a.m. in the morning, and I'm like, finally got the model exactly how I wanted. I'm like, I can,
Mm.
and I was like, oh shoot, I can't print it yet. Because it's like close to midnight.
Yeah.
I could let it print overnight, but I like to watch it while it prints.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. So I left it the next day, but I got so involved in that model to get
Yeah.
it perfect.
Yep.
Not perfect, but to get it accurate. That I didn't realize the time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. You get lost in
Mm.
there. I feel like that's kind of the passion we need. But
Yeah.
obviously, like, being adults, a lot of people kind of lost that freedom to do it.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, we're single, so it's still
That's
okay.
true. That's true. Actually, it's
Less
funny.
family responsibilities.
Yeah, being single might be better to do it now.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, one thing indirectly, because of our we were mentioning YouTube channel, and because of this podcast is connected to YouTube. So we are going to add more videos in these kind of topics, which is all about like discovering some of the things that you haven't done in a long time. Get away from the pixels, you could almost argue, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to trick my brain into going, okay, I'm going to make a video out of this.
Mm.
And the good thing about making a video out of a certain topic is you need to finish it,
Yeah, that's true.
right? So, for example, that painting, if I start recording my painting,
Mm.
to some degree, I'm guaranteed to finish it because I need to make a video out of it.
Yeah.
So, adding another hobby on top of that existing hobby, you could almost say you're getting rid of that noise.
Oh, disciplining yourself.
You're redisciplining yourself because honestly, at school, we had a lot of great discipline because we had a deadline.
Yeah, there's a deadline. I think that's
Yeah.
that's one of the biggest things that
Exactly. Cosplay, you got a convention, you got a
yeah,
deadline,
yeah.
right? So the video almost kind of forces you to have an indirect deadline.
Yeah.
I think trying to find a deadline, I think goes a long way. Like for example, if you do a weekend project, like if I'm doing some kind of woodwork,
Mm.
I know I only have that weekend.
Yeah.
I know I only have 2 days to do it.
Mm.
So on Friday, I'll go and buy all the wood I need, all the prep work I need.
Yeah.
I'll make sure I have everything I need, or 90% of everything I need.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have it ready to roll.
Mm.
Because Saturday morning, the minute I wake up, start doing it,
Yeah.
start building it.
Yep.
The reason you give yourself 2 days was in
Mhm.
case the second day you have, you're missing a part or you're missing some screws, you need to go back and buy some more screws, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So that's the level of like, but again, you're giving yourself a deadline.
Yeah, preparedness.
Yeah.
I mean, even simple as like making sourdough bread, you gotta have a schedule.
Yeah.
Well, because
totally.
it doesn't work if you don't, right?
Yeah.
It's like after you finish waiting, you gotta have enough time to bake, or else like it might not. If you put it in the fridge and leave it till the next day, you
Yeah.
overproofed it, or like if you don't want it to be too sour, you gotta bake
Yeah.
it whenever you need to. And it's like, yeah, everything is supposed to plan out in the schedule.
That's true, actually. That's interesting. And I guess that goes back to the painting and sculpting.
Yeah.
I just realized because I don't know how long it takes,
Mm,
right?
yeah.
Because mentally, making a table, you kind of have a rough idea how long it's going to take.
Yeah.
But a sculptor or painting,
Mm,
I've forgotten how long it takes because it's been such a long time.
yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Sorry, this is actually a great conversation because I'm kind of rethinking in my head. It's like,
What else do you need?
no, not what else I need. How do I can't get those metrics until I do it.
Yeah.
So it's almost like the first time you do it, have zero expectations. Expect to fail.
Yeah.
Expect it to look horrible.
Mm,
Then use those metrics to establish a good timeline, good deadline, you could almost say.
yeah. Well, after a while, you should
interesting.
know, like, oh, if that
Yeah.
should take that long, that should take that long.
Yeah, exactly. Like I knew how long it takes to do a quick sketch. That's easy. But how long does it take to paint? How long does it take to dry the paint? Clean your
Yeah.
brushes, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Okay. This is good, actually. It's got me really thinking now.
I think also
Wow.
there's a problem with I guess because of everyone's busy schedule, it's
Yeah.
really hard for people to get into like long projects.
Yeah.
But like technically you could do it in like sessions, right? It's just that
Mm.
it's just really hard to start because you think, oh, it's going to take a long time.
Yeah.
Actually, this kind of reminded me of like one of the most memorable art projects I had to do in school, and it was high school,
Mhm.
was mosaic.
Oh, that's
It's
cool.
like they actually said, okay, you got to do a mosaic.
I explain what mosaic is.
What is a mosaic?
Oh no, I know. Oh no, mosaic is like you can do it with stones,
Yeah,
or you can do it
stones,
with tiles. You break
Yep.
a bunch of tiles,
Yep.
and then you can
glass.
each tile, each stone could have different colors.
Yep.
So then it's almost like pixel art.
Yeah, so you're putting it together.
Putting it together. The only reason I ask is because the listeners may not know what a mosaic
Yeah,
is.
no, perfectly.
Yeah.
So it's good that you
Yeah.
mentioned it. It was one of those projects, and the art teacher was like, "You guys are responsible for getting your own tiles, so
Oh.
you should go to Home Depot. You go to other hardware stores and ask them if they have broken tiles, and they
Oh, that's
usually
cool.
just give it to you for free, or like you could buy it for cheap."
Mhm.
So we all did that, and like basically going back to the class, it was like you put everything into a bag, you break it yourself with like hammer and stuff, and then you take out the pieces and you start working on your mosaic.
Mm.
I think everyone in that class like took a long time because we ended up with picking giant canvases, like giant frames to do.
Yeah.
It's like almost like a meter by a meter, like kind of larger than that.
Okay.
So everyone just like picked for some reason everyone picked the big frames, and then they were doing
Oh.
stuff, and it was like I think at the end the entire class, almost everyone took like at least 3 months
Oh wow.
for that project,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
for the art class, because it just like it's a huge project and we have to do all these things. You have to
Yeah.
break it, you have to find it, and then you have to put it where you want. Yeah, but it was fun though. It was like very memorable
Yeah.
just doing that.
Actually, it's funny. You just reminded me. My mom actually used to be into glass.
Oh really? Isn't that also mosaic though?
It's a type of mosaic.
Yeah.
Stained glass.
Yeah, stained glass. Yes.
Yeah. She has all the equipment,
Mm.
and I was thinking again. I was thinking about starting that too, because everything's there,
Yeah.
right? And that's the sad part. We're because stuff to buy stuff is easy.
Yeah.
You can quickly accumulate the tools that you need, everything you need.
Yes.
It's the creation part.
Yeah, just getting into it.
Carving that time out,
Yeah.
go at it, you know.
Yeah.
But I like this mosaic idea because it's also therapeutic.
I think it's funny because
Yeah.
talking to some of my relatives, friends, a lot of people do these kind of things for
Yeah.
therapeutic purposes, like the whole coloring book.
Yeah.
And I think there was one that my sister-in-law was getting into. It was like you get a giant, I think, that sheet of like paper with like different colors, and then
yeah.
you get that, I think it's a gun or something. It's like beads.
Oh yeah.
Color beads, and then you just put it in the right location
Okay.
to build the
Oh yeah. I
pictures.
know the word you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yes,
I don't know what that is called properly, but like
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of people do that for like therapeutic
Honestly, that's good stuff too.
stress release.
That's
yeah.
almost like if it's a image you're following or
Yep.
thing it's almost like Lego, like that therapeutic of just building something, instructional. But to me, it's still very important. It gives you a sense of like, again, accomplishments. These are all about accomplishments. Yeah, because sorry, now I'm going to complain a little bit because this goes back to like, I would argue that work is not as fulfilling
Yeah.
as the sale that the sales pitch that it was given to us at school.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, it does not give me that creative freedom. It does not give me that. The best thing about work is the people you meet and the teams you get involved in.
Yeah.
That's the best thing about it.
Yeah.
I think everything else, the politics, the Game of Thrones, whatever you want to call it, all that kind of stuff it's so unnecessary and so horrible.
Yeah.
It's like we could have fun doing a lot of this stuff at work, and we would have that fulfillment.
Yeah.
But the fact that we're talking about these other fulfillments that we need to get this kind of joy that we used to have again.
Yeah, just But
you
doing
know,
art.
escapism and all this that you could say. I think it's kind of sad to see the reality of
Yeah.
what work is versus what we're trying to accomplish in our own time.
It's
you
skewed
know?
in the wrong path, basically.
It is skewed in the wrong
Yeah.
path. And I know students who are interested in the industry. You get some amazing stories. Don't get me wrong. You know, like for example, latest Demon Hunters TV show.
Mm.
I'm sorry, movie
Yeah.
that came out.
K-pop Demon
She's
Hunters.
a graduate. She's a Sheridan graduate.
Mm-hmm.
She did 3 years of storyboard, 2D animation.
Yep.
She was in the 4-year program.
Yep.
But I think after the 3rd year, she was hired by DreamWorks.
Yep.
But she, again, storyboard artists always go into directing.
Yeah.
Right? So to me, that path makes sense. But the way Sheridan is selling it, they're selling it like this. Oh my God, you can be directors too. But then it's like, hold on.
Not everyone can.
Not
make it.
everybody can.
Yeah.
You know? And that's the sad part. It's like you're selling a false narrative to students who then have dreams of ambition, which get crushed pretty quickly, in my opinion.
Yeah. What I find
Yeah.
is our industry is a lot of the rule by egos.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like listening to new ideas? And,
Yeah.
And part of it also, we do our stuff because we like the tech, but
Mhm.
then you have people who are like, I'll never touch the tools you use to make this thing.
Yeah.
Like whether it's your movie,
Yeah.
your 3D, 3D movie or 3D programs, it's like, or your gaming engines.
Yeah.
There's like people who are like, oh yeah, I make the decisions, but I don't know anything about this
Yeah.
medium.
Yeah.
It's like, how does that work? Like,
Yeah.
if you don't ever play the game, how are you going to make a good game?
It's true. It's true. Well, you remember, even as simple as the TV show studio we worked at, we were making preschool shows.
Yeah.
And you had the animation director there going, I need to hire feature film animators.
Yeah.
It's like, you need to know the product you're making.
Yep.
And then go at it. Like, you can't just be like, oh, I need feature film for a preschool TV show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It was surreal to me. These kind of conversations are so surreal to me.
Yeah, because there
Yeah.
is it's the elitism, it's the
Yeah.
egotistical, basically just the way they run the studio.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, okay, no. I actually love working with directors who know the technical aspects of the stuff that they're
Yeah.
working into, and they've actually personally ran the game engine, ran the software.
Mhm.
They will personally go into it and do stuff. I prefer those a lot more than the other ones who just sits there and behind you and be like, move that a centimeter, and
Yeah.
no, a bit more to the right, no, a bit more to the left.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those.
So many.
And it's like, no, seriously. Like, no, you're working in this industry, you should
Yeah.
know how to do this,
Absolutely. Honestly, I find some of the best directors who do drawovers.
Yeah.
Give you a beautiful drawover, you match
Yeah.
it as best you can, and then you have a
Exactly.
good conversation with them.
Yep.
And that goes such a long way. And I think that's what we're talking about. When you get in those atmospheres at work,
Yeah.
and you have that beautiful synergy,
Yep.
I don't even think about doing any side hustle or anything
Yeah.
after work, because you've have this great sense of accomplishment.
Yep.
But the minute you have this bit of this levels of narcissism and all this kind of just mumbo jumbo that ends up politics at work, you then want to almost find an escapism,
Mm.
and that's where I think a healthy escapism is so important,
Mm.
and that's what we were talking about. It's like that, finding that healthy escapism, but then not giving up on it, but finding a way to find, in my case, find a way to get a deadline with it.
Yeah.
So that I can accomplish and I can feel that I have a sense of accomplishment.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, to me, sometimes even not having a deadline, it's okay. It's the fact that you did get into it and you are actually
That's true.
enjoy the
That's true.
process as well.
Yeah.
That's like a few hours of like joy
Yeah.
to yourself, basically.
Yeah. I totally agree. I think for me, and that's exactly it. For me, I guess my mentality is such a deadline oriented, unfortunately,
Yeah, some people are like
that
that. It's fine.
I need that like a little
Yeah.
bit.
Well, like for me, if I'm
Yeah.
baking, my end product would be the
yeah.
bread.
Yeah.
And then, there's like how I am very interested in those 3D puzzles, 3D wooden puzzles.
Yep,
So
yep.
I would be building those.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a deadline, but the deadline would be it's finished. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Actually, those puzzles are great. Actually,
yeah, they
I
are.
do like
They're
those
fun.
kind of puzzles.
They're
Yeah,
super fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
Even those in Japan, you can get those cutouts.
Yes, the
What's it
paper
called?
paper
Theater. Paper theater.
yeah, paper theater.
Yeah, it's awesome. You glue again. It's little instructions, and you glue each piece on top of each other, and it creates this a bit of a depth. Like
Yes.
it's not 3D, but it's like 2D, 3D.
Yeah, you
It's
have
really cool.
a little bit of
Yeah.
distance between each panel.
Yeah, and you have
Yes.
to be so careful, and that's the beauty of it. You got to use little tweezers sometimes. You got to be so careful just to get it right.
Yes.
It's such a nice, again, that sense of it's a small thing. It only takes like half an hour, and it's a nice little accomplishment. So I like doing those kind of things too, just to do it.
Yeah.
Hey, a lot of people gardening. That's a big
Yes,
one.
actually,
right?
gardening
Yeah.
turned into a big one.
There
I
you
feel
go,
like a lot of people
Hmm.
get into it. My dad personally, he grows vegetables every summer,
Yeah.
and he gets really into it. Sometimes he's just out
Yeah.
there not coming back, and my mom would be yelling about, it's like, "Why aren't you back for dinner?
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
eating dinner. Come back in." He's like,
Yeah.
"No, I gotta do this." Yeah, I guess in short, it's just find some time to do the things that fuels your creativity,
Yes.
something that you enjoy. Because
Yeah.
if you just let work drain you again and again, you
Yeah.
just kind of end up stuck in this cycle.
Stuck, resentment, you name it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, part of me also is angry with work in the sense that all these years of work, and sure, we have a lot of credits to our name, but there's a level of like, you put in a lot. And don't get me wrong, made some good amount of money. It's good accomplishments, But I do still wish I had done a few other things, just a little bit more clever.
Mm.
Whether it was continuing my sculpting, whether it's continuing my painting. I wish I had done it. I never stopped, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the fact that I stopped because I thought that fulfillment was going to happen at work, which was a mistake on my part.
Mm.
And that's where every time I talk to anybody, any students or anything, I always encourage them to continue their passions even while working.
Yeah.
Do not stop. Whether
Yeah.
it's photography, whether it's sculpting, whether it's baking, anything. Just continue that passion.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's such a beautiful sense of accomplishment in those passions
Yeah.
that you don't want to lose that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a wrap. Thanks for tuning in to Pixelated A. Hope you walked away with something new. Don't forget to follow. Until next time, keep it in play and power up for what's next.